You're an attractive woman. There's some guy somewhere saying, yeah, we're friends. No, that's not true. He's your friend only because you have made it absolutely clear that nothing else is happening except this friendship we have. We remain your friends in hopes that one day there'll be a crack in the door, a chink in the armor, and trust and believe that guy that you think is just your buddy, he will slide in that crack the moment he gets the opportunity.
And you
Because
think
we're
most
guys.
men think this way?
99.9% of us think that way.
I do have a lot of platonic friends that we've never even had like a flirtatious moment. I mean, I kind of take it as like, he kind of like saying like all men don't have self-control, or all men can only look at women as being sexual beings, because women make great friends. They give good advice. Guys give good advice. So like I have, male friends that we're just friends, and like, I called them when I was going through a breakup, when I was at my most vulnerable moment, and I feel like that was like a crack or a chink in the door, and none of them tried to like fuck me or like get with me. They gave me advice and like, you know what I mean, and like help me and stuff like that, but none of them like tried to like have sex with me or try to like date me or use my vulnerability as an opportunity to get with me. So I don't know. I kind of like disagree. Now I kind of think like if I like probably got like butt naked,
boy,
and like, like walked out the room and like was like, hey, come on, let's get it on. I think it might be a little bit harder for, a guy to turn it down just because, of the temptation is there. But I think like, I'm not going to say like all men just can't have female platonic friends, and all men don't look at women as just like strictly as sexual beings. Like, because I don't know. I just disagree with that. Have I ever had a friend that was my friend that admitted down the road that they had feelings for me? No, not one that I was just strictly my friend. Now there have been some instances where I friend zoned a guy. And of course I knew he liked me in the back of my mind. And so like, but I friend zoned him and he took what he could get. So that's why I say like, I don't completely disagree with Steve Harvey, but it was just like, I have had some guys that tried to date me that I friend zoned it and made them, so they accepted us being platonic friends. And later on down the line, yes, they tried to like shoot their shot, when they did see their crack. But I also have some friends that's been my friends since the beginning and we've only been friends. So I've had both happen to me. People get associates and friends mixed up because both of them, because you can spend a lot of time with your associates, just like that Jeannie, what's her name? Jeannie Lee? Jeannie from the View. She didn't invite her co-host to her wedding. And it was just like, they're her coworkers. Like, they're not friends. They're not her real friends. Like, they're not like her close friends. They're her coworkers. They're her associates. She like them. She might even like, enjoy hanging out with them. But you know what I mean? Like people mix up associates and friends all the time, I think. Oh, have I ever been friend zoned? Yes, I've been friend zoned. I've been friend zoned because I got friend zoned by this guy because I did not want to be in a relationship, and he like did not want to like date and have fun with me. And like, he was like, either you be my girlfriend, or he didn't necessarily even friend zone me. He like cut me off. Like, I never had nothing like that happen to me. Like, it was either be his girlfriend or be nothing. And I didn't want no boyfriend at the time, so I chose nothing. Which is crazy to me because we had such a good time. He couldn't take it. It was crazy. Do I think somebody being in friend zone could lead to a meaningful friendship? Yes. But I do feel like if you friend zone somebody and you have a real friendship with them, I do think what Steve Harvey said is kind of true. Like, they can't always be looking for their opportunity to kind of like win you over or get you back or whatever. So I think it could be, I think in that instance, what Steve Harvey said is true. Do women keep men around as backup options? Maybe, because, okay, let me tell y'all this. I have a rule when dating, right? I don't know if I should be telling my business. I don't know. I'm drinking. I don't know if I should be telling y'all my business. I have this rule, right? And the rule is never date two good guys at once, right? And this is when you're dating, right? Or like kind of like serious or whatever. So like I'll never date like two, like say like I meet somebody and they could potentially be my boyfriend or somebody I can really get serious with, but I'm already kind of like dating somebody who I can see myself getting serious with. I would pick one to see how it goes, and the other one I would have to friend zone them because like I don't want to like get caught up and end up losing both of my potential good prospects. So like I just never date two good guys at once. Even though I'm not really good at dating multiple people at once because my attention span is just so short and I have like an obsessive compulsive personality. So like once I start liking one person, it'd be like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. So yes. Have I ever tried to hook up with one of my male friends? Yes. So we were friends and I tried to hook up with him and we kind of hooked up. This is the guy who told me it was all or nothing. Once we hooked up, he wanted to be in a relationship and I just wasn't feeling it. I didn't want to be in a relationship with nobody. Like it had nothing to do with him. It was like, it was me. And so now we're not friends. We're not beefing, but like he'd be like, oh, I fell in love with you. I can't be your friend. It just hurts me too bad. I'm like, isn't that my role in this? But he won't be he'll talk, like if I call him, he'll answer on the first ring. But I just be trying not to even like call him or like even like play no head games. Cause I don't like when people play head games with me. So I just kind of like just leave them be. But we're not friends no more. And it's a little hurtful. Have I ever had a friend admit that they were in love with me? Yeah, but it was like way after, like the fact, like, oh, I was in love with you and you was blowing in the wind. I mean, I was just like, why you didn't say nothing back then? Like, but I have had somebody that we were friends. We started to try to like date each other. And I realized that they were just a better friend than they would be a boyfriend. And I had ended up telling him like, listen, I don't want to ruin our friendship behind some fucking, like, you know what I mean? So let's just go back to being friends. Like, I really enjoy being your friend. And I don't want to like ruin our friendship over some, you know what I mean? Like over some BS. So we went back to being friends and we're still friends to this day. I don't necessarily think that sex ruins friendships. I think that emotions ruin friendships. And as much as any party can say like, oh, I'm not going to get emotionally attached, even if you tell somebody exactly what it is, even if you spell out exactly what it is, like what y'all doing or how, like, you know what I mean? If y'all have explained all the rules at the beginning, once the feelings get involved, like all the rules and perceptions go out the door. I don't care how many times you like explain to somebody like, I'm not looking for this. This is what I want, blah, blah, blah. And you may or they may agree to it until feelings get involved. And you just can't. See, the problem is like you can't help who you fall in love with. That's what, and when you fall in love. So that's the issue with it. That's the true issue. Like you have no control over those two aspects. So in conclusion, I kind of agree with Steve about men and women having friendships. I do think that platonic male and female friendships do exist, but I also do think like guys will stick it out for the long haul, for the little cracks and crevices and try to take advantage of you. But I do truly believe that men and women can have platonic relationships. You just have to just figure out, you know, who's real and who really wants to be your friend and who really wants to see the best for you. Or who's just waiting around to see when they can slide in the back door. But, so I guess I kind of agree with him a little bit, but I have platonic friendships, and maybe I'm naive to think that we're just really just friends, but I really think that I have some really good male friends, and I would really be hurt if I lost them as a friend. And I would never cross the line with them, and not because I don't think like they're, like, you know what I mean, like, they're not good enough or I don't see them in that light. I see them in like a family light. So like, I don't know. So that's just my take on it. But let me know what y'all think. Answer below. Can men and women be friends? Yes or no, and tell me why. I can't wait to see these comments. Oh, and if you have not yet, please like and comment below. And please subscribe to my channel. Again, this is Ming, gang gang. Bye. This is my very first reaction video. How did I do?